All right, we're going to look at Lexi's breaststroke. Above the water, commentary by Coach Chris. First thing we're going to watch, Lexi, is we're going to see the stroke at full speed. Kind of just looking at the timing of it, just seeing the rhythm of it. Really good pull out, probably the best pull out of the group, so congratulations. We'll take a look at that underwater. And a lot of this stuff with breaststroke, there's not a whole lot on the above water video that we can necessarily focus on because almost all the action's underwater. But you're getting better at some of the stuff we talk about. You're trying to get up higher in the water. Here you've got a nice wide catch. That's good. Accelerating the hands in. So you're just a little rushed getting that head down. And I'd like to see us continue to work to try and shrug up a little higher in the water. It's kind of a timing thing. You know, you're getting the head up, lift the head a little bit closer to when you sweep out for that catch. We'll see that on the next stroke. Let's go stroke forward. Yeah, just the hands are a little rushed and the body movement are a little rushed, so it's just out of sync. Looks like we're getting set. Okay. Lifting the head, but you're lifting up with the head just a little bit early. And it's killing some of your momentum over the water. Now you've come a long way as far as getting up out of the water. So this is really good. And we're getting most of the arm out. We're getting the elbow to the surface, the hand to the surface. The only thing that concerns me is I think we're kind of getting the hand a little too tight. I mean, here's your hand, and it's right under your chin. Okay, pull into your body, but you don't have to get quite as tight. You don't need to bring the hands up towards the face. Just pull them in towards the bottom of your rib cage or towards your chest, and then bring them up to the surface when you shrug your body up to the surface. So we're just a little bit in what I call the prayer position. We're kind of getting the hands up towards the head, bringing the hands up towards the head too much. I'd like to see the hands stay more in line. Here you can see they're kind of slanted. You know, I'd like to see the hands a little bit more horizontal in line with the elbow. Now our palm up recovery, I generally don't like that because it's a little over twisted, and we've talked about this before, but I want you to try and keep the hands palm down or just straight up and down, thumb to the ceiling, pinky to the bottom. But when you rotate the hands through with that offering position with the palms up, I just think it twists the arms a little too much, and it's going to slow down your recovery. A little late on the kick there, but we'll see that better underwater. But again, we've talked about the body position above water that we want. You're doing a real good job of trying to get there. You've definitely made progress getting up higher in the water. Like I would honestly say probably last year this is about as far as your shoulders would get out. Like maybe the water line here. But we definitely wouldn't get all the way to the elbow. So this last little bit here, that's crucial to continuing to develop that breaststroke. I just really like how you're getting high in the water because I know we've worked really hard on that. Kick isn't always timed perfectly. On a few kicks, I'm noticing you're bringing the heels in a little too early. And so you're kicking, but you haven't really started letting the body fall. So the energy isn't transferring back to your feet. You're kicking the legs without the weight of the body behind it. Let the hands come forward, throw the shoulders forward, dive into the hole, dive towards the surface of the water. You know, let your upper body drop down like a weight to push the hips back. And when the hips start coming back and up, that's when you want to fire that kick. So just a little bit longer wait on that kick. Not every stroke. There's a few strokes that I'm noticing you're getting the timing right, but I'd say your timing's right on 1 out of every 3 kicks when you're fresh. When you're tired, it's going to break down more. Head's up and going into the turn. We don't like that. We've talked about that. Keep that head down. The head's down, but you can see the eyes are on the wall. Get the eyes underneath you. Solid turn above water. Staying low in the water. That's right where I want you. And we'll talk more about this underwater. Really tight streamline. You do the best job of anyone of trying to get the most out of these pullouts. Solid kick. You're looking a little shallow, but you're moving forward really well. And just a little shallow. Good shrug right there on that first stroke. I don't know if you shrug quite as well on your other strokes, but that first stroke, if you look, you're trying to get extra power. Just got a really good shoulder shrug here. Here we go. See how you shrug up? That's what I like to see. That's a really good breaststroke. Throwing the head down just a little early on that stroke, though. Yep, there you go. Good shrug. From that angle, you're looking a little narrow. So really what I want to talk about is underwater. So let's go to the underwater video. I'm seeing a lot of great progress on the above water video. The body position, we're almost there. Hand position, bringing the hands through and bringing them up a little too high. And then when we're extending, we got that palm up extension. I don't like that, especially as you fatigue. I think that's just going to cause the muscles to lock up more. It's going to slow down that tempo. When you're fresh, like on this video, when we're just doing a couple laps, it's not going to tighten up as bad, but when we get tired in the middle of a 100 fly or 100 breast or 200 breast or the third 50 of the IM, that hand position is going to start being an issue. So let's go to the underwater video and take a look at our stroke.